Have you ever wondered why a simple triangle could hold the secret to the universe? Or why an ancient philosopher believed that numbers themselves carry the key to the human soul? More than 2,500 years ago, one man claimed that the entire cosmos was built on harmony, proportion, and rhythm. That man was Pythagoras, not just a mathematician, but a mystic, a philosopher, and the founder of a way of life. Pythagoras is remembered for a school theorem we all learned in class, but his real teachings go far deeper. To him, mathematics wasn't just about numbers, it was about unlocking the order of existence itself. Imagine stepping into his secretive community, where followers believed that music could heal the soul, numbers could reveal destiny, and the pursuit of wisdom was a sacred path. His influence was so powerful that centuries later, Plato himself built his philosophy on Pythagoras' ideas. In this video, we'll explore 10 timeless lessons from Pythagoras, lessons that connect mathematics, music, justice, the soul, and the universe. These aren't abstract theories. They are practical insights that can help us find balance in a noisy world, build harmony in our relationships, and discover a deeper meaning in everyday life. So stay with me, because as we uncover these lessons one by one, you will begin to see life itself with new eyes, like a grand symphony where every note has its place. Before we dive in, let me ask you, do you believe life has a hidden pattern? A kind of rhythm guiding everything around us? Let's find out together. All right, let's begin with the very first lesson from Pythagoras, one that may change the way you look at numbers forever. Lesson 1. Numbers are the language of the universe. Pythagoras believed that everything, from the stars in the sky to the beating of your heart, could be explained through numbers. To him, numbers weren't just symbols for counting. They were the secret code of reality. Think about it. The ratio of a musical note, the orbit of planets, even the patterns in a seashell, all of them reveal mathematical harmony. Pythagoras taught that if we learn to read this language of numbers, we begin to see the hidden structure of life itself. When life feels chaotic, look for patterns. There's order even in the mess if we take time to notice. Lesson 2. Harmony is the law of life. Here's something Pythagoras discovered. When strings of different lengths are plucked, they create musical intervals that sound pleasing because they follow exact numerical ratios. From this, he concluded that harmony isn't just about music. It's the law of existence. Just as notes in a song must align to create beauty, so too must our actions, relationships, and choices align to create balance in life. Seek harmony in your daily life. That means balance between work and rest, between giving and receiving, between speaking and listening. Without harmony, life becomes noise. Lesson 3. The soul is immortal. Unlike many thinkers of his time, Pythagoras believed that the soul doesn't die with the body. Instead, it journeys onward, taking new forms through what we now call reincarnation. To him, life wasn't just about surviving the present. It was about refining the soul through wisdom and virtue so it could progress across lifetimes. Live with eternity in mind. Every choice you make leaves an imprint on your soul. Choose actions that elevate, not diminish, your inner being. Lesson 4. Self-discipline is freedom. Pythagoras' followers lived under strict rules, periods of silence, careful diets, daily reflection. Why? Because he believed true freedom comes not from indulging every desire, but from mastering them. He taught that discipline purifies both the body and the mind, preparing us to hear the deeper music of the universe. Discipline isn't a cage, it's a key. When you master yourself, you unlock the freedom to live with clarity and purpose. Lesson 5. Music can heal the soul. Pythagoras discovered that certain musical notes could calm anger, ease sorrow, and even sharpen the mind. He saw music as medicine, capable of restoring balance when the soul was in disharmony. Imagine him gently playing a lyre to his students at night, using melodies not for entertainment, but for healing. Pay attention to the sounds you let into your life. The right music can be a form of therapy, helping you align your emotions and restore inner peace. And this is just the beginning. We've seen how numbers, harmony, the soul, and discipline shaped Pythagoras' vision of life. But the next lessons go even deeper, touching on justice, friendship, and the hidden order of the cosmos itself. Lesson 6. Justice is harmony in action. Pythagoras taught that justice wasn't just about laws or punishments. It was about restoring harmony when balance had been broken. To him, injustice was like a note out of tune. It disrupted the entire song of life. He often explained it through mathematics. Just as equations must balance, so too must human relationships and society. When you make choices, ask yourself, does this action restore balance, or does it create imbalance? Justice is less about revenge and more about returning life to harmony. Lesson 7. Friendship is a sacred bond. Pythagoras placed immense value on friendship. He believed that true friends were like two bodies sharing one soul. To him, friendship was not casual. It was a spiritual union, built on trust, equality, and mutual growth. His school even had rules. Students were encouraged to share everything with their friends, believing that selfishness destroyed harmony. Nurture friendships that elevate your soul. Choose companions who inspire you to be better, and give them the same in return. Real friendship is sacred, not transactional. Lesson 8. The cosmos is a living being. Pythagoras wasn't just a mathematician, he was a mystic. He believed the entire universe was a single living organism, pulsing with energy and rhythm. He called it the music of the spheres, the idea that planets and stars move in harmony, producing a cosmic symphony that, though inaudible to human ears, shaped the order of existence. See yourself not as separate, but as part of a greater whole. Every thought, every action ripples into the cosmos. You are a note in the great universal song. Lesson 9. Knowledge requires silence. In Pythagoras' school, new students were required to remain silent for years before speaking. Why? Because wisdom doesn't begin with speaking. It begins with listening. He believed silence trains the mind to observe, reflect, and hear truths that constant chatter drowns out. Practical takeaway. In a noisy world, silence is power. Take time each day to withdraw from noise, social media, arguments, distractions, and simply listen. Often, the greatest answers come in stillness. Lesson 10. A life of purity leads to enlightenment. Pythagoras encouraged his followers to live pure lives through diet, discipline, honesty, and devotion. He believed purification of the body and soul prepared one to ascend toward enlightenment. This wasn't about rigid rules for their own sake. It was about aligning with the higher order of the cosmos. Purity, to him, was harmony with the divine. Purity is not perfection, it's alignment. The closer your actions, habits, and thoughts match your highest values, the more enlightened your path becomes. And there we have it, 10 timeless lessons from Pythagoras. From numbers as the language of the universe, to the healing power of music, from the silence of wisdom to the harmony of justice. His teachings remind us that life itself is mathematics and music woven together. So what can we take away from the life of Pythagoras? He wasn't just a mathematician who gave us the theorem we studied in school. He was a philosopher who saw the universe as a living, breathing harmony. To him, numbers weren't just calculations. They were symbols of truth. Music wasn't just sound. It was medicine for the soul. Silence wasn't emptiness. It was the birthplace of wisdom. And maybe that's the real lesson for us today. In a world full of noise, chaos, and constant rush, Pythagoras invites us to pause and ask, am I living in harmony with myself, with others, and with the universe? If you start seeing your life like a song, you'll notice when you're in tune and when you're not. And the beauty is, you always have the power to adjust the strings, to bring yourself back into balance. So here's my challenge for you. Tonight, before you sleep, take 5 minutes of silence. Reflect on one area of your life that feels out of tune. Then ask yourself, what small adjustment can I make to restore harmony? Because in the end, the wisdom of Pythagoras isn't ancient, it's timeless. If you found value in these lessons, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who loves wisdom. And let me know in the comments, which of Pythagoras's lessons spoke to you the most? Your answer might inspire someone else who's searching for harmony in their own life. Until next time, keep seeking wisdom, keep tuning your soul, and remember, you are part of the great music of the universe.